I'm running a little bit late trying to get my drink made. How's everybody doing? Let me know if y'all can hear me. What up, man? Nada, brother. Been doing the old running errands and chores today and trying to get everything going for the radio show. What have you guys been getting into? So, pound veteran. That is what you'll have to put. What's up, man? Pound veteran. That is what you put in the comments for the giveaway today. And I did decide, man, I'm gonna do two. So we're gonna give away a flask and we're gonna give away a t-shirt. I mean, I was really hoping the flask would win the vote anyway, so that's why I decided. So, and I got some cool news too that I'm gonna put out there today. So we'll give some time, see how many people get on, and see what if we get any questions and everything. So yeah, man. So the flask, man, I got a pretty cool design for the flask, so I'm excited, man. The giveaway got expensive, man, because I got to order myself stuff too. Yes, indeed, man. Like I said, man, in the chats, pound veteran. We'll do the t-shirt first, man. So you have to type in pound veteran, and that's how it'll automatically detect um, the the entries for all that stuff. Nah, man, the t-shirt's cool too. The t-shirts are cool too. So, I'm going to warn everybody too, man. This is the first time I've used this app. So, when I mess it up, just laugh. Phoenix, man. I've been in Phoenix, man. Yeah, I used to own a trucking company, so I've been to a lot of places. Phoenix is too damn hot, but pretty cool. So, like I said, man, I'll say it a couple times today, man. We'll get a bunch of people in there. Pound veteran, man. That's what you got to put in for the giveaway, and then we'll do it again for the flask. Joel, man, if y'all don't know, Joel is a graduate of Guitars for Vets, man. I thought that was pretty cool when he told me that. Guitars for Vets is an awesome organization, man. There's been several organizations that came on the podcast, but there's a few that really um, stick to my mind in regards to just, really touch my heart. Oh man, I didn't know y'all was raffling guns too, man. Now, damn it, now I gotta buy raffle tickets too. Damn it, man. What are we raffling off, man? What are we raffling off? You just touched my heart, Hero Stock. I'm that guy, man, that buys ammo for guns that I don't even own just so I have a reason to buy the gun. So I decided I was going to buy just a pocket pistol, something because I'm fat and it's just not comfortable for concealed carry to carry something inside the waistband. So I wanted a pocket pistol. So I decided I was going to start carrying something in the caliber of 380. So I started buying 380 ammo. I just haven't bought the pistol yet. So hopefully you're going to raffle off something in the 380 caliber. I need a 380. If anybody on here doesn't know about Hero Stock, man, September 9th, there's going to be like 4 bands, awesome times, man, up there in Ashland, Nebraska. Like I said, man, we'll give it a few minutes. Ooh, Creedmoor, man. Damn. Damn, man. Yeah. That Creedmoor is nice. Yes, sir. So I'm actually building a 224 Valkyrie right now. That's the gun that I'm currently building. I'm making that for a range gun. So yes, indeed, man. I'm kind of hoping Eric or Mike pop on here too, man. Yeah, man. I did a little bit of research, and the 224. Yes, indeed, Bourbon Battle Buddies. Hey, so if anybody doesn't know, Bourbon Battle Buddies is a new podcast that I came across, man. Pretty damn cool, man. Y'all can check him out. He's also part of the Patriot Project. So some really good stuff, man. They're over on YouTube. But so yeah, the 224, man. I was looking for something that 1,200 yards is what I wanted to get into some long distance shooting, and I tinker with guns, so that's what I decided to build. I was going to do Grendel, but I changed my mind and went with the 224. I like the fact that it uses a 6.8 cartridge, so. So let me start out, man. For anybody who doesn't know, let me talk a little bit about the podcast and how we got started. The podcast started from me and my old first sergeant. So when I retired out of the military, I started out, if nobody knows the story, I started out owning a trucking company. I went straight out from the military, ended up buying a semi-truck and started my own business. And life kind of took a change 6 years later, Between some problems that I was having with my mental health, and then the economy started taking a shit, and my mom's health took a shit, and my old first sergeant offered me a position here in Missouri. So I closed my business, and I moved back to Missouri to take care of my mom, and took this position, and I got involved with the VFW with my first sergeant, and neither one of us was happy. So we started this podcast to get more involved with helping veterans. Well, our goal was mostly networking, man. That's what we wanted to do. None of us wanted to start a business. We didn't want to start a nonprofit. We just wanted to help link people together, man. Bring organizations together that could help people be accessible to people if they wanted to talk, and that type of organization. And we've been really good at that. I mean, we've linked a lot of people. The app turned out that we created. So if you search our name, Two Drunk Dudes in a Gun Room, on Apple or Google, you'll find our app is there. You'll find us on for the radio, for the Gun Room Radio, and you'll be able to take the show and everything wherever you want to go. The cool thing about it is you'll also have direct access to chat with me now. It used to be both of us, but due to personal reasons, he dropped off the show. So it's just me now. But that's where the show came in. And then this year we added the radio station. So Gun Room Radio is going to be a veteran-only content. It's absolutely free for anybody that wants to listen. I am going to add a subscription-based content. I'm going to call it the Reloaders, and the people that subscribe to that's going to get some more content. They're going to be able to vote on like the top 20 songs for the week, and they're going to get drawings and stuff for autograph stuff and that type of stuff. And primarily because when we went this route, now there's royalties that have to be paid to the artist. There's licensing fees and everything else. So, there is cost with what we ended up getting into. So I can't afford to do it all on a little bit of money that I make. But that's where the show is going, man. If anybody's curious about where I came from, I did 20 years in the military, retired basically to the day, 20 years, 3 months and 20 some days. I did 10 years in the special ops community. I did roughly 4 years in the mechanized and light infantry, and then 18 months or so in the air defense. And then the rest was in support with maintenance and whatnot. I did a total of 68 months in Iraq and Afghanistan and Bosnia. Let's see. The first deployment was Bosnia, 98, and then the rest was all Iraq and Afghanistan, mostly Afghanistan. I only was in Iraq a couple times. My last deployment was in Ramadi. What a shithole. And if anybody was ever in Ramadi, they'll tell you it was a shithole. So, but if anybody's got any questions about me, man, I'm an open book. I'll be glad to answer them. Remember, for the giveaway, make sure you type in Pound Veteran. And like I said, we'll be doing a couple giveaways today. Yeah, Ramadi is a shithole, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. The, there was a lot of people. So we had on the show, we had Sal Gonzalez on the show, and I don't know if anybody else had him on or not, but he lost his leg literally like right outside the gate. There's a traffic circle on the backside of Ramadi. An IED, vehicle IED, VID went off, and he was injured there. And it's truly one of the most dangerous spots over there is in that area. And I still remember it all the time. We was traveling between there and Fallujah 2 or 3 times a week, and it's a shithole, man. So, but yeah, man, Sal Gonzalez. Yeah, Sal Gonzalez, dude, is an awesome guy, man. He literally, when he says that he's good at singing, he proves it, man. On at the end of our show, he broke out the guitar and started playing, man. He's good. He is, man. And he really don't post a whole lot on his page. I mean, he's not as active as some of the other artists like Scotty and Schaefer. They are posting a lot on there. But they are definitely some powerful music that he has. So the other thing that I'm doing that a lot of people don't know behind the scenes is I'm in the process of writing a book. So, one of the things that, in some of my episodes that you might see that I've talked about is when I left the military, there was a period, when I left, when I actually was retiring, I was in the process of planning suicide. And the transition was just too much. There was problems with my family. I didn't like the changes of how things were going. I didn't like, there was a lot of things I didn't like. So I was putting things to take care of my family in place. And the way things had gone and how I was pushing my families away, I didn't understand a lot of the stuff that I was doing. I thought I was the normal one, and I just didn't understand everybody else. And my wife was the one who actually kind of put the pieces together and figured out what was going on. And I still never really got help at that point. And being a truck driver and driving 600 miles a day alone in a truck 6 weeks at a time, doing nothing but thinking and in your head is literally the worst thing that can happen. And I'm going to tell you, man, it got to the point where I had a little altercation with my son. And so I started writing a book because there's a lot of pieces that my kids don't know that I've never really talked about, mostly about the things that have happened overseas. And I'm writing this book mostly for them to kind of put those pieces together for them and give them answers to why they lived with the asshole that they lived with. So those are the things that I do, man. And I'm going to tell you, I am busy as hell. I get up about 4:00 in the morning. I go to work. I get off work at 3. I get home at 4, and I work on podcasting until about 9:00, and go to bed and start all over. And I do that about 7 days a week. So, well, man, I don't know how many. Who you talking about? Sal Hero Stock? You want to talk to Sal about next year's events? Yeah, man, I am, brother. If you want to talk to Sal, man, I can hook y'all up. I can link you two up. Yeah, I can link you two up if you want to get with Sal. Hey, I'm gonna say it one more time, man. Pound veterans if you guys want to get into the giveaway, and then we'll do the drawing here just in a few more minutes. When we do it, I'll share my screen so you guys can see. Right now we're killing it. I think there's 3 people entered. Your odds, you got a 33% chance of winning right now. Damn, that's one hell of a lot. That's one hell of a lineup, brother. That is one hell of a lineup. You know, that's another reason. So I see another person just popped on, man. Pound veteran for the giveaway. Here, let me. I'll just create a banner here. I'll put that at the bottom. Just yeah, that's another reason why I created the radio station is because the process. So let me talk about the radio station for a quick second. All right, I know I just kind of briefly hit on it, but the yeah, I agree, Bourbon Battle Buddies. So when I originally started doing this, right, I originally wasn't planning on doing any kind of advertising or royalties. I literally wanted a place for veterans to have a platform. So my thought when I started podcasting, the biggest problem was that you get swallowed up. You know, when you first get on a platform, you get about 3 or 4 days. And if you don't get a huge response in those 3 or 4 days, you get swallowed up in the platform's algorithm and you just don't get seen again anymore. And at that point, a lot of people are learning. So I wanted a platform that was more in the favor of the veterans. So I wanted to create a platform that was strictly for veterans. So I set up this radio station, and the thought process was to allow veterans to put their music on there, and maybe some people might want to book them for some gigs, podcasters, and get their messages out there that they wanted to talk about. And then I decided, all these nonprofits that I interviewed, I'm going to start, and the commercials and advertisement space was going to be for them. I was going to make commercials for them and everything else. Well, the problem turned out to be the red tape when copyright and everything else became the issue. So I came to a fork in the road. I could either not do it, which I didn't want to do, or I kind of had to skirt the lines of starting a business, and I didn't want to do that either. But I talked, and this is where kind of the good news comes in that I said I was going to announce. So the Operation Encore, if anybody's heard of them, that's where a lot of these veteran musicians kind of get their help at. I talked with one of the board members on there, and he kind of helped me navigate what was coming. And then I spent a couple weeks deciding whether I wanted to do this. So there's 3 licensing organizations that everybody goes through so that they get paid for their music. I ended up choosing BMI is who I went through. And that's because I contacted a lot of the musicians that I've interviewed to find out specifically who they went with, so I could make sure that they got paid through the people that I went through. And the the issue became at that point was now it was going to take more money. So BMI gets a cut for the licensing. They get it's $500 almost a year for the license agreement. They get 1.7% of the gross profits, and then it's like basically 2 cents per song played that goes to the artist. So every time you play a song, I'm paying 2 cents. So it adds up, and now advertisement space and everything else is going to have to be added. So I thought about this and decided I'm going to move forward, because the other thing that I talked about with Operation Encore, the one thing that they wanted to do was they have been trying to partner with a radio station to get them to play for 1 hour nothing but veteran content, just music from veterans. And they have not been able to find a veteran, a radio station that would be willing to do it. And reason is it comes down to money. They don't want to give up an hour of airtime, is what it comes down to. So that was the main reason why I decided to do it. So I am going to partner with Operation Encore, and we will have a veteran hour, even though the whole radio station is nothing but veteran content. But we're going to have an hour dedicated to Operation Encore, where it's only the artists that come through Operation Encore. So each week, hey, what's going on, Randy? They will be featured. And then I'm going to try to set it up with them here down the road and get it to where we can take that a step further and even actually feature each of their artists. So they only take on like 3 to 5 artists a year. So they don't take a whole lot on because of how much they offer. So they pay to have like 3 songs professionally licensed and recorded. They put them through a like 3 or 4 day boot camp with a top artist. So there's a lot of stuff, and then they pay to fly them to gigs, and they get them going in the industry. So they dedicate a lot of time and effort to them. So they don't take on 20 or 30 people. It's a small amount of people. So I want to just kind of be another person to help network these guys and just be another platform. So that's another reason why I do have to offer fundraising. And I am still doing my idea. All these nonprofits will still be getting free commercial advertisements, on the air as well. So, but there will be advertisement space sold for other businesses as well. So let me check, man. Let's see how many other people put in Pound Better. So, and we're still at 3. So, hey, Pound Better, man. Type Pound Veteran in the chat if you want to be a part of the giveaway, because I'm about to do the t-shirt, and then I'll do the flask. So tonight's drink of choice, man, is the old Maker's Mark 46. I don't know if anybody noticed, but I bought me a new glass too. I don't have the old yeah, hero stock, man. I'm trying to get my name out there, man. I'm trying to get a whole bunch. I'm bribing them with t-shirts. So yeah, man, I went to the liquor store today and added a few more bottles. I got you probably can't see it because it's over there in the dark, but I got a bottle of Four Roses, Yeah, I was looking at your cups today, Hirostock. I need to get one. I got me a bottle of Gentleman Jack. I'd have to switch to the second camera for y'all to see that one. And then I got some Knobs Creek back there. I got some regular Maker's Mark, some Jim Beam Rye, and some Old Tub. Old Tub is the guest bourbon. That's what you get if you're coming over the cheap shit. You know, my favorite stuff I can't find, man. It ain't expensive, but I just can't find it, man. I love Clay Walker. All right, man. Getting to be last call. Type pound better in the chat if you want to be part of the giveaway. So I had some raspberry bird dog. I gave that to my brother. That was some nasty shit. It tastes like Robitussin. All right, man. I think we got about what we're gonna get, so we'll do the t-shirt. All right, so let me figure out how I can do this so I don't mess it up. All right, man. Hero Stock. The winner was Hero Stock. So the flask, man, is I think is a pretty cool design, man. Let me open it up here, man, and I'm gonna see if I can pull up the designs that I made real quick, and I'll show you what the designs for the two things are gonna be. I thought they were pretty cool, man. Do. All right, so this is the back of the T-shirt for you guys. Oops. There you go. Y'all should be able to see it, I think. So that's the back. The front's just gonna have Two Drunk Dudes in a Gun Room podcast on it. All right, I'll show you here. Let me find it, and I'll show you the tell me and save it. I know it's in my email. All right. I seem to not be able to find the flask. So the flask has got a, oh, I know where I can find it. All right, let me share my screen again. Here's what the flask is going to look like, and we'll do another drawing for that. All right, so right there, that's what the flask is going to look like. Hopefully, y'all were able to see those. Hey, what's going on, Tina? Were you guys able to see each of the products, or did I fuck it up trying to share the screens? All right, Bourbon Man, y'all be safe. Were y'all able to see them? Okay, yeah. So y'all are able to see it. Cool. All right. So let me set up another giveaway, and we'll do one for the flask. All right. Type in pound flask, and here in a few minutes we'll do the giveaway for the flask, man. So, and then if anybody's got questions for me, man, other than that, that's the only reason why I set this up was have y'all be able to ask why this page was what it was, and to give away the merchandise. You know, so my plan is once we get the page to about another 7,500 people, we will do another giveaway, man. I got some good stuff coming out too. So the next few podcasts are going to be recorded, and then after that, man, we're going to be doing all of them will be live as I transition to StreamYard. So I've had to kind of pivot since we went from 2 drunk dudes down to 1 drunk dude. So if you go back to our beginning shows, man, you will see that we really didn't know what the hell we were doing. And it was obvious. And then when we went back down to 1 drunk dude, I didn't know what the hell I was doing again. So it felt really awkward talking to myself. And then I started getting a bunch of people on, but it takes a lot of talent to be able to operate live, conduct the interviews, and everything else. So my hat's off to yeah. Well, I think the goal is to get your guest drunk enough to where he sees 2 of us. So that's the goal. See, let me move some things here. I got another camera. We'll see. You guys can see another angle of our studio here. So over here, man, I got some other things, right? If you look, try to get out of the way here. Up the top of that shelf, I got a bottle of Gentle Jack, and then I've got a knife that a buddy of mine made for me. On the third shelf, the what's in that picture frame is really fucking cool, man. Let me grab it. So I did a episode on this, right? This right here is for anybody that's deployed and is familiar with POGs, right? So AAFES has POGs. Well, this is what that same version that they used in the Korean War, right? So in all the wars back to World War II, they had military notes that they would use for the soldiers to buy things with while they were deployed, and that's what that one is one that was made somewhere in the area of 1951 to 1954, and that area they were used during the Korean War. A buddy of mine was remodeling a house, and he found it inside of a wall. Yes, indeed, brother. See, you are the kind of guest that I need on the show, man. Absolutely. All right, man. Y'all gonna be missing out. We got 3 people watching, but we only got 2 people that are trying to get a flask. Pound Flask. Flask. Type it in the chat, and you'll be entered for the drawing. Any of y'all had the privilege of talking to Shannon Book? That dude, if you sit down and talk with him, man, you will be intrigued with the conversation for hours. I got an episode coming up here in the probably next week. I think it'll come out. I promise you, that episode is 2 hours. And I think we talked for an hour before I hit record. The stories that he can tell, and that dude can entertain. I'm telling you, man, that dude can entertain. And the story that he's currently talking about here lately, where he had to perform for the Gold Star Mothers, his new song, Dear Mom. Dude, I could not do that. There's no way I could have done that. You know, and how professional he delivered that song, where even though he was choking up at the end, my hat's off to him, man. Just absolutely amazing. There's just no way I could have done it. All right, man. A few more minutes. And then I'm going to do the giveaway for the flask, and then I'm going to let y'all go. Nobody got any questions for me, man? Brother, I am buying. Yeah, Scotty is too, man. Scotty is too. He will carry on a conversation, and his story, dude. When you listen to his story, man, I can relate to that story so well. So there's another guy that's going to be coming on that I don't think a lot of you guys have heard yet. He has a podcast, and his name is Dexter Pitts. He wrote a book called "I Am Dexter Pitts, American Patriot." He was in 10th Mountain, and they parked their Humvee over the top of a IED, and it went off. Um, he he got hurt, and he's got a hell of a book out there. I got it back here on the back of my shelf. I still got to send it to him to get it signed, but man, the book is amazing. He'll be on my show probably in 2 weeks. I think is when his episode will air. I literally have, I think, like 10 episodes that just haven't aired yet. That they're recorded and just waiting to air. But there's a lot of great stuff that is coming out, man. I just try to give everybody time. I don't want to put out 4 or 5 episodes a week because I want everybody to get their time and get their notoriety, man. That's what it's about, is highlighting the organizations and highlighting the people, and I share a shit ton of whatever's on their page, man. And once I have you on the show, I will continue to share and push your organization and get it out there, because that's what we do. You know, we're here to network and bring people into your fold and help them get help. So, all right, last call, man. Pound Flask, if you want to be in the drawing for a flask. I've seen a few more people pop in. So if you want to win a flask, type in Pound Flask. Yeah, man. Deuce is, I messed up their name. I don't know, something about a ministry. I just had a hard time saying. But Deuce Outfitters Ministry is Chris is an awesome dude, man. He really is. And the trials he went through and the way they looked at it when he talked in his story about how things happened with the railroad. I'm gonna tell you, man. That is one heck of a way to look at things. Pound Flask for the new person that just popped on. If you want to win a flask, type Pound Flask in the chat. Because I'm about to do the drawing. I think actually I might have spoke wrong, man. I'm pretty sure. I know I sent you the schedule. I think Deuce is coming up next week, man. All right. Last call for alcohol. Man, it looks like 50-50. It's between Hero Stock and Joel, man. We could have a clean sweep on the gifts, man. Hero Stock, you could take a clean sweep. All right, man. Let me share the screen here, and we'll do the drawing.
Get out there, you go, buddy. There you go. Get out there and go. Hi. Go.
Man, oh man, clean sweep. Jason, you're gonna have to send me an address so I can get that stuff ordered tonight for you.
Go.
I'm gonna warn you. The place that I order my T-shirts, man, it will take about probably 3 weeks for you to get that T-shirt. That's fine, brother. Just text it to me on Messenger or whatever, and I'll get that stuff ordered tonight. Like I said, I don't know about the flask. I haven't ordered them. It says it'll be here in a week or two, but I do know the T-shirt takes about 3 weeks. It comes from China, so. Joel, man, you send me your address too, man. I think Santa might bring you a flask too. Hey, good luck. Good luck at the casino, man. I don't want to be the reason why you lose though. So I wish you the best luck. Joel, I was serious. Send me your address too, man. I'll send you a flask, and Jason, you send me an address, and I'll get your stuff out too. All right. Hey, you guys be safe, man. I'm gonna get off here and start getting the music lined up and the commercials made and everything else. All right. You guys take care, man. Be safe. Hit me up if you need anything. Peace.